As somebody who actually loves deleting social media all the time, let me tell you something amazing. Deleting social media actually makes life so much more fun, and it actually takes you away from all the worries that you have. Well, there are so many ways I can explain this factor, but let's just start with one of the stories I want to start with. Well, first of all, I went to this restaurant with my family a while ago, and we were just sitting along with their friends, and I was just looking around the restaurant, okay, and I was just looking around, and I saw people always on their phone. Like, I saw two friends walk in. They sat together and they started talking for like 5 minutes, and then they went back on their phone. And then after my dinner and everything, I was looking around even much more, and I saw that there were still people who were just on their phone and not even talking to people in front of them. So you see how much people are addicted to their phones these days. Like, I'm not that addicted. Like, I know when to stop. I was addicted before, but yeah, whenever I feel like I'm like way too immersed or like way too into this particular thing, way too into this phone, or way too into a particular app, I just think to myself, what am I doing? I should just stop. This is so annoying. It is annoying. It is so annoying to like have social media on your phone all the time and scroll reels and not gain nothing out of them. It's just people being stupid sometimes, or maybe if your feed is good enough, you can always like make your feed good enough by like saving reels, of course, and the reels will like promote better content to you which you like, and that has always been the algorithm. But you see, the algorithm is trying to keep you on that app. You should just delete Instagram and just look for better alternatives, right? So what I do is I delete Instagram, right? I delete Instagram, and then I I use Instagram on my laptop. I use Instagram on my laptop because it's much more like complex. No, I wouldn't say it's complex, but I wouldn't spend so much time just scrolling like that on a laptop, right? Because that would be just weird. I don't think laptop has that option to like scroll that way. I think you have to click on a button every single time to scroll a reel, and I don't want to do that. And plus the UI, the user interface or interaction is not that addictive as much as it is on the phone. So I would prefer you guys using the laptop rather than the phone. I mean, having Instagram is a good thing, okay? Having Instagram is good for keeping contacts, and you gotta keep above social life too. So you gotta have the best of the both worlds, right? So use it on your laptop. You can still talk with people on your laptop. I'm not asking you to like delete social media right away. If you're good with like if you're good with handling the app, right? And if you're not too addicted, like every time you get bored, you just start scrolling. If that's not you, I mean, if that's you, then you should delete. If that's you, you should delete the app. And if you have control over your scrolling, and being addicted all the time, like even if you get to the slightest boredom, you just start scrolling. If that's you, then you should delete the app. Hold up, I think I've said the same thing twice at this point. Oh my god. Okay, so what I meant is, if you, oh my god, but you get the point. Yeah, just use the website. Okay, so yeah, people are so addicted to social media. Every time I delete my social media account on my phone, people be like, do you think you're doing a way better job in life by deleting the app? Yeah, I know you will come back in 2 3 days or 4 days again. I mean, of course I will come back, but at least I'm trying to keep myself in control, right? I'm trying to keep myself in control over my things. Like, I want to do actual things in life, right? I would say this reading books is way better than being on social media. I would say be a consumer of better things rather than consuming stuff that will keep your brain too engaged all the time and make you lose your patience over other things. hmm So, let's say, if you're bored, you don't have to keep on watching reels all the time. If you're bored, you can do better things in life, like reading a book or journaling down your emotions, what you have been through all these months. I'll make sure to you that writing down your feelings will not last only one page. It will go on for 20 to 30 pages. It will, if you write it like a story writer, it's actually very, very fun to write. And it's very, very fun to journal your emotions. So, yeah, it's actually very fun to journal down your emotions and how your life has been all this time. Ever since you actually last touched your journal, which I don't do now. I do gratitude journaling, right? I do manifestation journaling, but I don't actually like write down my emotions anymore because I actually have friends I can talk to. So it doesn't really matter journaling at that time. But when I have nobody to talk to or like share my emotions, I absolutely love journaling. I absolutely love journaling at those moments. In terms of books, I would say The Alchemist is a very well written book if you want to start reading. The Alchemist is so well written. If you want to learn marketing or let's say anything related to, I don't know, growing a business, there's this book by Alex Hormozy. Both his books are pretty well written, I guess. The first one I have read, very well written book on how you can grow a brand and sell offers and everything. It's very well written. And the 48 Laws of Power is the book I'm reading right now. It is well written. The bigger book is well written, and it has a lot of stories that you can learn a lot from. But I would say some of the stories don't make sense at all because it's very hard to understand the literature. So yeah, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. But the things you learn from that book are very well written and it's very knowledgeable. It has many, many life lessons and philosophical stuff, and I'm actually loving it. And I think I'll be making my videos based around everything I learned from that book for a while because that book has so much content and you can always explore more in terms of content. So yeah, there is so much to go through. And well, deleting social media not just keeps you bored, but it keeps you bored for better things um you start doing the things you were delaying on, like the course you were keeping aside or the prayers you were keeping aside, just because you thought that it's not that worth it right now, I'll just do it later. That is the mentality we gain from social media. I'll do it later, it's just too tired. I'm just too tired, I'm gonna sleep on my bed and watch reels. I'm just too tired, I'm gonna watch reels for a while and then study. That's the mentality we gain from social media. I mean, for some of my exams, I'm not gonna lie. This is what I'm doing. I'm studying, watching a reel, studying, watching a reel, and I don't know how, but it actually worked out because it kept my attention span for some reason. And I don't know, man. I don't even know. Well, yeah, this is all I had to say. So, if you're the kind of person who keeps on scrolling reels all the time and doesn't, do the work they said they would, I think deleting social media and using the website would be a much better option rather than just using the app. And if you're the kind of person who is controlled with using Instagram or any social media platform, and then I think you can keep on going using it. I don't prefer keeping social media. It's addictive. It is addictive. I would rather create than consume. That is the new mindset I'm gonna have for a while. Not a while, maybe forever. Create more rather than consuming more. Create more rather than consuming more. Right? Be a creator. Start putting out content. Start writing. Start doing new things. Start reading more things. And the more you read, the more you learn, and the more you learn, the more you write. This is all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, do not forget to subscribe, and I'll be back soon. Love you guys so much. Alhamdulillah.